morning children. In our last video we have discussed the chapter 7, the living organism, up to question number 10. Now we will start here from question number 11. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct option from the given codes. Column 1, pore bearing elements. Nidoblast, metameric, segmentation, joint legs, soft bodied animals, spiny skinned animals. Column 2, arthropoda, coleopterata, porifera, echinodermata and mollusca and annelida. So question number 11, option C is the correct answer. Question number 11, option C is the correct answer. Okay. Now we are coming to question number 12. Which of the following statement is incorrect about dicotyledons? So question number 12, option D is the correct answer. Question number 12, option D is the correct answer. Okay. Riddhi drew a classification chart as shown. This is the chart. All of you can see the chart. So now the question is, now select the option that correctly identifies the characters X, Y, P and Q. P or Q. So question number 13, option D is the correct answer. Y is cavity lined by mesoderm. Okay. So that is the correct answer. Question number 14, select the correct match out of following. Phylum, type of coelom, excretory organ. Annelida, coelom, flame cells. Echinodermata, coelom, coaxial glands. Arthropoda, coelom, green glands. Lathylminthes, ecolem, solencytes. So question number 12, option D is the correct answer. Question number 12, option D. Question number 15, animal X is cold blooded, has scales and breathe through lungs. It has 4-chambered heart. It lays eggs with tough covering, well adapted to dry land conditions. Which of the following animals is being referred to as animal X in the given passage? So question number 15, option C is the correct answer, that is crocodile. Question number 15, option C. So next we will see question number 16. Question number 16 we will see, study the given flowchart. Which of the following are correct examples of W, X, Y, Z? So 16, question number B is the correct answer. 16, question number B is the correct answer. Okay. W is Risica, X Marcellia, Y Cycas and Z. Okay. So question option B is the correct answer. Now question number 17, a list of animals is given, classify them. Okay, so you have to classify them. Accumulates and pseudo accumulates, so many things are there, so you have to classify them. So question number 17, option A is the correct answer. Question number 17, option A is the correct answer. Now question number 18. Question number 18, identify the organism P, Q, R, S, T and U. So question number 18, option A is the correct answer. Question number 18, option A. Question number 19, which of the following statement is correct regarding the given dichotomous key? So question number 19, A is the correct answer. The body organism P is performed by numerous pores called ostia, whereas R possesses special staining cells called nidoblast. So question number 19, option A is the correct answer. Last question of this chapter, that is question number 20. Read the given passage. Then pteridophytes are the first plants with X tissues, but they lack Y and Z in the tissue system. The dominant plant body is P, which bears spongia that can be either Q or R. Select the option that correctly identifies any three of these variables. So, question number 20, option C is the correct answer. Question number 20, option C is the correct answer. So, our next chapter, that is motion from physics. So, in first question of this chapter, a boy runs for 10 minutes at a uniform speed of 9 km per hour. At what speed should he run for the next 20 minutes so that the average speed become 12 km per hour? So, question number 1, option A is the correct answer. Question number 1, option A is the correct answer. Next question, a parachutist jumps off the plane and opens up at the time t1. He eventually reaches a steady speed and finally hits the floor time 2. Which of the following shows the speed time graph? In the following 4 graphs are there, so you have to choose the one graph. Okay, so question number 2, option A is the correct answer. Okay, next, a particle is moving in a straight line with initial velocity u and uniform acceleration a. If the sum of the distance travelled in t and t plus 1 seconds in 100 semi, then its velocity after t second in semi per second is 20, 30, 50, 80. Question number 3, option C is the correct answer, that is 50. Two identical balls are at rest side by side at the bottom of a hill. Sometime after ball A is kicked up the hill, ball B is given a kick up the hill. Ball A is headed downhill when it passes ball B headed up the hill. At the instant when ball A passes ball B, it has same. So, question number 4, B is the correct answer, that is position and acceleration, that the position and the acceleration as ball B. Okay, position and acceleration as ball B. Next, read the passage carefully and answer the following questions. A dancer is demonstrating dance step along a straight line. The position time graph of the dancer is given here. Okay, so the average speed for the dance step depicted by CD is, question number 5, option C is the correct answer, because we know average speed equals to total distance by total time. Sorry, question number 5, option C. Okay, now question number 6, the average velocity of the dancer during the time interval t equals to 2 and t equals to 9 s is, option A, B, C, D. 4 options are given and 6D is the correct answer. Figure shows the xt plot of particle moving along a straight line. Let V1 and V2 be the average speed in the time intervals 1 and 2 respectively. Then V1 greater than V2, V2 greater than V1, V1 equals to V2, and data is insufficient. Question number 7, option A is the correct answer, V1 greater than V2. So, next, which of the following is Correct statement. Distance is the magnitude of displacement in all cases. When a body moves with uniform speed, then the average speed is same as instantaneous speed. Average speed is greater than the average velocity if a body is moving in a straight line without reversing its direction. When a body moves with constant velocity, the average velocity is 0. So, question number 8, option B is the correct answer. When a body moves with a uniform speed, then the average speed is same as the instantaneous speed. Next, match the column 1 with column 2 and mark the correct option from the following given codes. So, question number 9, column 1, it is written 36 km per hour, 20,000 nanometer, 1 meter second to the power minus 2, 9.8 meter per second square. So, question number 9, option A is the correct answer. A4, B3, C2, D1. This is the correct answer. Next, a ball is dropped onto the floor from a height of 20 meter. It rebounds to a height of 10 meter. If the ball is in contact with the floor for 0.1 second, what is the average acceleration during contact? 142 meter second to the power minus 2, 285 meter second to the power minus 2, 338 meter second to the power minus 2, 564 meter second to the power minus 2. So, question number 10, option C is the correct answer. Next, what would you conclude about the variation in velocity of a cyclist from the given graph? It concludes that question number 11, it is question number 11, what is it concludes, that is we are getting from the curve or graph, that is indicating option C, velocity changes non-linearly if acceleration is changing linearly. This is the correct option. Next, question number 12, read the given statements and select the correct option. Reducing statement 1, reducing the initial velocity to half the initial value, the stopping distance of moving object decreases by a factor of 2. Stopping distance is proportional to the square of initial velocity. So, question number 12, option D is the correct answer. Statement 1 is false, but statement 2 is true. Question number 13, the water drop falls at regular intervals from a tap 5 meter above the ground. The third drop is leaving the tap at instant the first drop touches the ground. How far above the ground is the second drop at that instant? So, this is the 13 number question. A 3.75 meter, B 4 meter, C 1.25 meter, D 2.50 meter. So, question number 13, option A is the correct answer, that is 3.75 meter. 3.75 meter. So, next, question number 14. A train moves from one station to another in 2 hours time. Its speed time graph during the motion is shown in the figure. Identify the correct statements regarding the graph. The maximum acceleration during the journey is 120 km per hour. The distance covered during the time interval from 0.75 hour to 1 hour is 8.75 km. During the interval from 0 to 0.5 hours, the train moves with constant velocity. So, for that, question number 14, C is the correct answer. Both 1 and 2 are correct option. Both 1 and 2 are the correct option. Question number 15. A man walks on the straight road from his home to the market 5.5 km away with a speed of 5.5 km per hour. Finding the market closed, he instantly turns and walks back with a speed of 7.5 km per hour. What is the average speed or and average velocity of the man between t equals to 0 to t equals to 104 minute? So question number 15, option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer, 6.36 km per hour. 6.36 km per hour. Question number 16. Two racing cars of masses M1 and M2 two racing cars of masses M1 and M2 are moving in circles of radii R1 and R2 respectively. Their speeds are such that each makes a complete circle in the same length of time t. The ratio of angular speed of the first car to that of the second car is option A M1 is to M2, option B R1 is to R2, option C 1 is to 1, option D M1 R1 is to M2 R2. So question number 16, option C is the correct answer, that is 1 is to 1. Now question number 17. The speed of a train increases at a constant rate alpha from 0 to v, then remains constant for an interval and finally decreases to a 0 at a constant rate beta. If L is the total distance travelled, then the total time taken is A, B, C, D. 4 options are given. So question number 17, option A is the correct answer, L by V plus V by 2 into 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. This is the correct answer. So next question number 18. Question number 18, a train starts from a station P and travels some distance with a uniform acceleration A1. Then it goes with uniform retardation A2 for some more distance and come to rest at the station Q. If the distance between the stations P and Q is 4 km and the train takes 4 minutes to complete the journey, then 1 by A1 plus 1 by A2 equals to A 2 meter inverse second square, B 4 meter inverse second square, C 7.2 meter inverse second square, D 72 meter inverse second square. 18, option C is the correct answer, 7.2 meter inverse second square. Question number 19. The diagram shows the velocity time graph of two moving cars P and Q. The graph indicates that the velocity of car P is increasing at a decreasing rate from 40 to 45 seconds in the same direction. Car Q is moving with a constant acceleration from 0 to 40 seconds. Acceleration of the car Q is not 0 at any point during the whole journey. After 20 seconds, P is behind Q. So question number 19. Question number 19. Option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. The velocity of the car P is increasing at a decreasing rate from 40 seconds to 45 seconds in same direction. So the last question in this chapter, that is after jumping, question number 20, from the plane a parachutilist fall 80 meters without friction. When he opens up the parachute, he declares at 2 meters second to the power minus 2. He reaches the ground with a speed 4 meters second inverse. How long did he spend his time in the air? Take G equals to 10 meter second to the power minus 2. So question number 20, option D is the correct answer, that is 22 seconds. So our next chapter, force and laws of motion, we will start our next video. So up to motion we are discussing that. So I think all of you can understand that which kind of questions they are going to come in the Olympiad exam. I must suggest that you must practice this kind of question answers, otherwise it is difficult to do, and whenever you will practice that, if you have any queries, then you can ask me in the class, in the online class. Okay. So I think all of you can understand today's video. In our next video we will start our next chapter. Okay. Laws of motion and force, that is a chapter from physics. So rest 6 chapters are there, we will complete it. Okay. So I think all of you can understand. So this video I am closing, next day we will continue. Thank you.